The hell is this?
Anaconda skin.
Is snakes out there this big?
This skin is 3 or 4 years old. Whatever shed it has grown since then. But something like this has made a meal of our dear captain.
What?
Snakes don't eat people.
Oh, they don't? They strike, wrap around you, hold you tighter than your true love, and you get the privilege of hearing your bones break before the power of the embrace causes your veins to explode.
Now, Mateo's probably just lost.
Oh, wake up!
Hey. It's a gal who has seen a big old snake once or twice. It's Katrina Porter.
Hi, Anna Serene.
I hope I'm not running out of puns.
No.
Welcome to Split Happens, everyone else.
Welcome, everybody.
Each episode, Katrina and I talk about a movie both of us love. However, only one of us gets to say anything good about the movie, and they're the pro of the episode, which means the other is the con and has to attack it. So this week, if Katrina catches a rule break from me, we're going to hear this sound.
My anaconda don't!
And this is a special episode
Yeah, it is.
because normally, like I said, we do a movie that both of us love. But guess what? April Fools!
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
We were trying to decide how we could possibly top our April Fools from years past. And we thought, maybe, well, you explain.
We thought that instead of our normal premise of doing movies that we love, we would take a movie that we hate.
Both of us.
Both of us hate it. But one of us is going to be the pro and one of us is going to be the con.
Thank God.
We're still going to do trivia. We're still going to have our button pushes, which I guarantee will not occur in this episode.
Fucking better not.
And we're still going to laugh. And we're still going to drink. And because I'm the pro, I am going to drink so much.
Did that
So
give
much.
you an idea?
Because we are doing 1997's Anaconda.
Because I was working in a movie theater.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, I had to screen this piece of shit. And if I remember correctly, it kept fucking breaking.
Of course it did.
That was back when we did reel-to-reels.
Even reels were like, stop it. I'm an inanimate object and I object.
Even the reels were like, don't do this.
Not like this.
Don't do this. You don't want this. No one wants this. The filmmakers don't want this. The audience doesn't. Nobody wants this.
But apparently people did, and I'm going to tell you about it.
No, you stop lying. Can I ask how many lies are going to be in this?
I'm going to tell you.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you no lies.
I don't believe you.
No, I am swear on my dog.
My dog's my witness, or my niece my witness?
Yeah, no lies. I'm going to tell no lies because the trivia is ridiculous enough itself.
Dude, I am already hammered.
Yeah.
Because we just recorded Dune.
Yeah.
And I had a button push at noon.
Yeah. Well, you won't be getting one. And also, if you forget any of your cons, the trivia is all cons.
Well, spoiler alert, I have plenty of cons.
Ooh.
because my view has not changed. This movie is worse than I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, when I rewatched it for my notes,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it. I didn't change my mind.
This movie is terrible. This movie is so much worse than I remember.
But in my notes, I am coming at this as the pro because I take my job seriously,
Yes.
and we want to give you great content.
I'm telling you right now, I've been trying to we have been trying to kind of extend our episodes and not cut them short, give ourselves room to breathe. And this is not going to be one of those. I would like to get through this movie. Not that I don't love our episodes. I just don't want to give this movie any more breath than I have to.
Bitch, you're the con. What are you complaining about?
I hate it so fucking much. I hate it. The amount of times I actually have in my notes, I hate this fucking movie, is amazing.
I think you are going to love the trivia so much because it is so hysterical. Because the trivia is all cons about the movie.
Well, I can tell you that I wish I had ice cream.
Ooh.
Just in general, I really wish I had ice cream.
Like mint chip or like pecan. You're like a pecan praline.
I love ice cream. I have to go dairy free because,
I know. I got that tummy stuff.
my sensitive tummy. But I don't know why we're talking about ice cream. Let's just talk about some fucking snakes.
We're talking about ice cream because we got a message from someone in Wisconsin.
We did?
And Wisconsin is home of cheese.
Oh my God. I have to say that we got a little notification that says you've got fan mail, and it really was like it just brightened our little day. It was like a fucking lighthouse.
We're like, what? Us?
Oh, us? This whole thing?
Who? We?
We're both like wiping our brows.
Who? Us? So thank you from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
We loved hearing, you mentioned the Rasputin, the comment about Rasputin.
Rah, rah,
And we love that you
Rasputin.
listened to it at the gym. What a perfect way to get through. First of all,
Out of you.
yeah, go to the gym and listen to us.
Oh God, I'm working on it.
Okay. But okay, let's get through Anaconda because that's what we're doing.
Did you just call it Ramaconda?
No, I said Anaconda, but you know what I'm going to call it the rest of this time?
What?
Anaconda.
Yes.
Anaconda.
Me. Anaconda. Oh God, that makes me feel like I'm connected to this movie somehow, and I don't like that.
Ha ha.
Okay, take a drink.
Oh. This had a budget of $45 million, and it made
Yes.
lots of snakes. It cost lots of snakes.
Yeah.
This made $136.8 million.
I'm literally angry right now.
It opened at number 1 at the box office with a $16 million opening weekend.
No.
It knocked Liar Liar back to second place after a 3-week streak at number 1. And I was being dead serious. I have no lies. I'm not lying to you at all. This was directed by Luis Loza. The screenplay was by Hans Bauer, Jim Cash, and Jack Epps Jr. Luis Loza, the director and creator of the film, took a lot of inspiration from the South American folklore of Venezuela, Brazil, and Colombia, the countries in which the green anaconda is endemic. And in these countries, there are different legends and myths that surround this species of snakes from being considered a man-eater or a deity by indigenous tribes. Mm-hmm.
So 40 feet.
The music is by Randy Edelman, which sounds like Danny Elfman, and he's famous.
I thought you were going to say Randy Newman,
No.
which would be way, way better.
If Randy Newman did the music to this,
Watch out for the snake.
he's slipping around to get you, bite you in the face.
You got a snake hug. Stupid.
Guess which very famous Oscar-winning actor or actress said this is one of their favorite movies according to Rotten Tomatoes.
3 guesses?
3 guesses.
Tom Hanks.
Absolutely not.
Sally Field.
No. But that's not a terrible guess.
Really?
No.
Holy shit. I'm going to guess Meryl Streep.
Also not a terrible guess.
Really?
It is Dame Helen Mirren.
What?
Yes.
Miss Mirren.
Yeah,
You
if-
don't like this movie.
If you're nasty.
No,
Yeah.
you do not
Yes,
like
she
this
does.
movie. You know what, though? She was in fucking Caligula, so everybody makes mistakes.
That is my second favorite piece of trivia about this movie.
Ooh.
Yeah. My first favorite is 10 years after this film's theatrical release. Ice Cube released his own director's cut called Iced Anaconda.
Stop it. Stop it.
It used only footage that Ice Cube had shot while acting as the cameraman on the original film.
No.
Empire magazine called the 10-minute film the best snake film since Anaconda, giving it 4 stars.
Wow. Wow.
That's my favorite.
You know what? I agree. That's the best piece of trivia. That is incredible.
It's my favorite piece of trivia about this.
Mr. Cube.
I love that. I think it's why because he was like, that movie fucking sucked so bad. So I'm going to make some ice cubes out of water.
What's funny is that he would have devoted so much time, like at home, like piecing that all together. Like he would have taken time out of his schedule. He probably would have canceled appointments and like maybe meetups and stuff with other people to say, no, sorry, I can't hang out. I'm cutting my own version of Anaconda.
And I mean this in all sincerity. I think he's not bad in this.
I don't think he's bad in this either. I can say that now.
Yeah, I don't think he's bad in this.
No, I mean, luckily he has some shields.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
One big shield named John Voight.
I mean, he's got, I mean, there's company.
Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, if you're nasty, I hope she sent him like a big fruit basket or something, because he did her a big old, he did everybody a big favor.
Yeah, so this movie made a lot of money.
I'm angry. I'm like literally angry. I am seething inside the thought of this movie making money. I am not kidding. I fucking hate this movie. It is so bad.
I know.
Flames on the side of my face.
Contrary to the popular rumor, the movie was not filmed in the Dominican Republic. Most of the river scenes were filmed on the Rio Negro near Manaus, Brazil. The rest were filmed at the Los Angeles Arboretum.
No, stop it.
I swear to God.
No, it wasn't.
Anna, the trivia
He
is
filmed in a zoo.
the trivia is so hysterical. I went into this fully prepared to make up stuff, and then the trivia is so crazy. I didn't have to make anything up.
This is a gift. This actually feels a little bit better.
This film is listed among the 100 most enjoyably bad movies ever made in the Golden Raspberry Award founder John Wilson's book. This is something that's interesting. A stationary animatronic of the Anaconda featured in the movie was on display at the California Academy of Sciences in San Francisco. Its tail had the skin taken off, revealing the skeletal structure of the snake and the inner workings of it. Because it was huge. I mean, it was...
Yeah, the money had to go to something.
Well, I'll tell you about that.
Ooh.
Couple of things to watch for.
Oh.
Like when, obviously we've already taken our notes, but like when you go back and watch this movie, which I'm sure you're all going to do now.
Why? Just take our word for it.
A couple of things to watch for. Strong language was dubbed with, for example, freaking in order to get a PG-13 rating. Not only do the 80-yard lines have a slightly different sound to the rest of the dialogue, but the actors and actresses' lips do not match the new dialogue when they speak.
No
and you
shit.
can definitely see it when you're watching the movie. Also, within the movie, you can see 2 scenes with real anacondas.
What?
Yeah, there are 2. The first scene is when they blow up the barrier that obstructs the river. Mm-hmm. After the explosion, several of the snakes that fall into the boat are green anacondas. Because,
The babies?
spoiler alert, anacondas are big, but they're not that big.
They're not 40 feet long?
No, they're like 7 feet. They're like not that big.
They also don't fly?
No.
And they're not also flame resistant? We'll get to that.
You can also see a boa constrictor, another of the largest snakes in the Amazon forest. The second scene is when Terry enters the anaconda's nest where the snakes are shown. Those are real green anacondas.
What do you think of this movie before we get started?
Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I think it's garbage. And I think it is garbage wrapped in shit. And I think that it should have ended Jennifer Lopez's career.
She's not the worst part of this movie, not even close.
She is not. And I think John Voight is awful and disgusting. And that was before I knew about his political beliefs. I think Eric Stoltz, who I love and is my favorite ginger, or one of them, and we will get to another one of my favorite gingers, and that's a shocking revelation.
I don't love it.
Uh-huh.
I don't love that.
About Eric Stoltz?
Know that you have favorite gingers.
You like this ginger that I'm going to talk about? Yes, you do. And you like Eric Stoltz. Don't lie. Liar.
Come on. This
Okay.
is hard enough.
Okay. He's not bad in this movie, but he should never have been in this movie. He had prophecy. It's not like he didn't have things going on. I mean, like,
We will do prophecy too.
yeah, we
just
will,
to
and he's
make up for
great
this
in
one.
it. Yeah, yeah. So shame on you, Eric Stoltz. So I hate it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
And also-
so we are in agreement on that. It is a terrible movie.
Yeah, I don't like sweating. I don't really love boats.
No.
I don't like swinging vines
no.
because they have nefarious things on them hiding.
Facts.
Yes.
Yes.
So really, this movie is terrifying from beginning to end.
Tell me a good swinging vine.
None.
You know why? Because there's going to be a snake involved.
Yeah.
If there's a swinging vine, there's a snake, and you don't love snakes. Spiders or snakes? Worse. Which one's worse?
Snakes.
You hate snakes more than spiders, and you have like really bad arachnophobia too.
Yes.
We will not be doing arachnophobia, surely.
No. Snakes slither. They're so fast.
Well, apparently they're extremely fast, according to this movie. Extremely.
Can we just get into it? Actually, because now I'm sweating.
I'm sweating.
That's
I'm
because you're.
sweating.
That's because you're. Always,
I'm gonna keep your dog on my lap though.
She'll
'Cause
like that.
She's soothing, and something's got to help me with this fucking movie. Only for you guys. We love you, and that is clear.
We will keep coming up with ways to torture ourselves for April Fool's Day.
You're
for
welcome. All right, fine.
Play the fucking song.
All right.
I was trying to do parcel tongue, but that didn't quite work.
Let the games begin.
Our movie begins with information, and you love information.
I don't want to read. I love reading, but not now.
We get some on-screen text that says anacondas are among the most ferocious and enormous creatures on Earth.
So what? We got to elect him president now?
Ayo.
Ayo. I was very happy about that.
In certain cases, as long as 40 feet. Unique among snakes, they are not satisfied after eating a victim. They will regurgitate their prey in order to kill and eat again.
Like out of spite?
Okay, you know what is so great about this movie?
Nothing.
No. As we were just talking about pre-synopsis, I have been terribly afraid of snakes. And I moved out to the country where they have snakes. So this has been very difficult for me. But now that I learned that they regurgitate their prey in order to kill and eat again, anacondas basically have bulimia. And that's a mental illness. So now I like snakes. Thank you, Anaconda.
Do you? Do you like snakes?
I do.
You like bulimic snakes?
Well, I do because I am a mental health professional, and I believe that everything with a mental illness needs help.
Well, I believe that your dog just fucking farted on me, and I don't like it.
But it's because you've been soothing her.
Look how nonplussed she is, though.
Yeah, it's your fault. Yeah, so this movie's great.
How much longer is the movie?
4 hours?
Oh, fuck.
You love ominous font and Eric Stoltz.
I don't love either of those things.
Liar. How about Danny Trejo?
You're a Danny Trejo. God, fuck. Why is her breath so stinky? Why is your pupper's, breath so stinky?
Because she yawns and catches dreams. Danny Trejo was on the radio trying to let people know that there is some shit not right, and we got some birds freaking out. And you know what is great about this movie? It
Nothing.
prepared him from dusk till dawn.
What? No. Also, I don't know what's going on because it's so dark. I can't see shit.
Both had screen suckers.
In this and from Dusk Till Dawn is a good movie.
Dusk Till Dawn had vampires.
Yeah.
And this had John Voight.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice. God damn it. I'm not pissed I didn't come up with that. That's a con.
Now we learn that it is deep in the Amazon, and we see a very young Jennifer Lopez hard at work on a computer, and Professor Kale, played by our favorite ginger, Eric Stoltz. He comes a knocking, and he says he thinks there's a chance they can find a tribe they are looking for. And J-Lo, who plays Terry Flores, is the photographer, kind of videographer, brought along to shoot it.
First of all, this is not our favorite ginger. You like that one ginger from Game of Thrones quite a bit more that was in love with Brienne of Tarth. Aha.
That was in love with Brienne of Tarth?
Remember? He has the big great big bushy
I
beard.
do. One of the wildlings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was so funny.
Yeah.
I do love him.
You do love him.
Juliana Margulies turned down the role of Terry Flores.
That's smart.
Jennifer Aniston, Kate Beckinsale, Nicole Kidman, Juliette Binoche, Kim Basinger, and Sandra Bullock were also considered for the role.
What?
Yeah.
And they said no?
Yes.
Who could believe it except everyone?
I know. Billy Crystal, Michael J. Fox, Ben Stiller, Ray Romano, Dennis Quaid, and Dave Foley were all considered for the role of Dr. Kale.
What the fuck? Who thought Billy Crystal would be a good casting choice for this?
Well, my guess is they thought, who will do this movie?
Oh, and they thought Billy Crystal?
Well, sure. Next, we see motherfucking Ice Cube. And his first line is, well, today is a good day. That's right. This movie contains 2 allusions to Ice Cube's musical career. His first line of dialogue is, today is a good day, referring to his 1992 hit, It Was a Good Day. And there is a scene of him listening to Mac 10's song, Faux Life, which he co-wrote.
Mac 10.
Mac 10. He plays Danny Rich, and already Ice Cube is acting way above his pay grade. This is going to take a second. Chris Farley was offered the role of Danny Rich.
I'm sorry. I want you to say that again.
Chris Farley was offered the role of Danny Rich, and although he wanted to be in the movie, it was during the production of Beverly Hills Ninja.
Oh.
So he couldn't do it. Once he was out, everyone from Bill Murray, Martin Lawrence, Wesley Snipes, Will Smith, Ving Rhames, Albert Brooks, and Keith David were considered.
Were they just like, was this like a throw a dart at like any old actor?
No, I think they really thought this through.
Dude, Albert Brooks and Chris Farley are not even close to being in like the same genre of actor.
I know. It's so eclectic.
This is, everything you're saying is just making me angry.
Terry asks where Westridge is, and all of a sudden an insufferable English dickhead shows up named Westridge, played by Jonathan Hyde. And then the production manager, Janice Kahlberg, played by Carrie Woover, shows up as well.
We only like one Carrie.
And that's Uis.
That's right.
Well, I know. That's not her fault, though, that he came first. Who else was up for that role?
For the British guy?
Mm-hmm.
Rowan Atkinson.
No.
Michael Palin.
Nope.
Queen Elizabeth.
No. This will give you a clue.
Oh, a conductor. The conductor. Oh, an angry conductor. Ooh, angry. Ooh, he's stabby. A stabby conductor. An angry stabby conductor. Oh, he's choking. A choky, angry conductor. Oh, he's bleeding. I am further away from the answer, I feel like, the more you mime it. Who is it?
That was F. Murray Abraham.
It was?
From Amadeus.
Holy shit. You thought I was going to get Amadeus from that?
Yeah, his throat got cut.
Oh, no, I remember that happening. But
that was
okay,
genius.
conductor and okay, now I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
But also, really?
Yeah. Okay, and then also, okay, and then this other,
Was he bored at the time or?
No, okay, and then this other person was up for it also.
The Scarecrow, Alien, an alien Scarecrow, pirate. Oh, that way, still Scarecrow, Wally, wall hole, glory hole. Okay, the devil hole. Wall and sea.
It's fucking red, a red devil. Who's a red devil? Tim Curry, you fucking
Tim Curry. No. How did you think I was going to get that?
Red. I was pointing to all red things. There's
You
a
were
devil
pointing to letters.
and a red wall. And I was a devil.
And then you were like, hole. Okay. But he's not the devil. He's darkness.
Okay.
Tim Curry.
He was saving himself for Kong.
Congo.
Congo. We are watching you.
It's the same hieroglyphics over and over.
Well, Annette Bening, Cameron Diaz, Terry Hatcher, Gwyneth Paltrow, Winona Ryder were considered for the part of Denise Kahlberg, which is who Carrie Woo played.
Okay, you know what? I can come up with a movie and then just like throw random actors out too. And technically they're considered.
Okay, but do you know who auditioned for the role but ultimately lost out?
God, I hope it's not somebody better than this.
For sure.
Oh no, Anthony Hopkins?
No, it's a woman.
Helen Mirren.
No.
Tim Curry. Red hair. It's a red-haired person. She is in heaven now. She's an angel. She's an angel up above. She's a pilot. A red-haired angel. An alien? Okay, so she's considering. She's smart. She's a smart red-headed angel flying.
This is a great clue.
X marks the spot.
It's Gillian Anderson.
What? X Oh, alien.
And X-Files. And she's dubious.
She's inquisitive for sure.
Yeah.
I haven't laughed this much in forever.
They didn't choose her. They chose Gary Wu. And
They rejected it? Gillian Anderson?
yes.
Oh.
Right. That's how great this movie is.
Okay, this is trivia, so wow, talk about a dodged bullet. Oh my god. I wish I had every single second of that on video so you could see how excited you were. Let's please never go on. Let's never do like a win, lose, or draw, which I know is not a thing anymore.
Where are we?
Dude, that barge is on fucking fire. And I don't mean, I mean that literally, not figuratively. The boat barge. The barge.
Yeah.
The barge. Also, is everybody banging everyone?
Well, I haven't had a chance to mention yet that we have Gary Dixon, who's played by Owen Wilson.
Oh, wow.
One of my
A snake. Oh, wow.
You could do that a million times and it will never get old to me. Early in the film, Owen Wilson's character wears a shirt which has the words "G'day, mate" on it.
I did notice that. It looked like it was brand new.
This could possibly be a reference to Australian castmate Jonathan Hyde, who speaks with a British accent. That's Westridge.
Yeah, what? So why did they make him British instead of just keeping it as Australian? Was it that important, the character?
I think that's how the character spoke to him. They were all aboard this ship and getting ready to go on an adventure deep into the Amazon on a river barge. And this Westridge fellow is the host of the documentary that Terry is shooting. And Owen Wilson says, "Is it just me or does the jungle make you really horny?"
Just you.
And I appreciate that he asked instead of just jumping all the characters.
Wait, I'm sorry. You appreciate that he asked if it makes you horny rather than just like raping everybody?
Well, I mean, this was the 90s.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of weird shit that happened in the 90s. And he could have just been like super touchy-feely and been like, ugh, like real Molly. Like, is it just me? Or does the jungle make you horny?
Even in 97, the sexual assault was still not okay.
No, it should never have been okay. But, people got real handsy. The crew is heading down the Amazon, as I mentioned, where they see someone on a boat stranded that they definitely should have fucking left behind. And it is John Voight, who plays Paul Cerrone, with a very accurate and not offensive at all Hispanic accent.
Why did he go for that? Why did he need to do that? Why is he doing an incredibly offensive and horrible accent?
Michael Douglas, Harrison Ford, Mel Gibson, Liam Neeson, Jack Nicholson, Jean Reno, and Martin Sheen were considered for the part.
Sure, we all can name actors.
Sean Connery, Tommy Lee Jones, and John Malkovich actually turned down the role.
I can't believe it. Were they busy?
There wasn't enough.
Was Daniel Day-Lewis not available?
It wasn't enough bitch smacking in ear for Sean Connery. I'm going to tell you something that's not going to make you at all angry. John Voight based his character on Inigo Montoya from The Princess Bride.
God damn it. This ends. I can't do this. I can't do this.
We love that movie, for real. He quickly makes himself useful by catching fish and tells the crew he's from Paraguay and said he initially studied for the priesthood but then needed a little more adventure and now his calling is snakes.
I will eat a river of asses before I'll eat a fish out of that goddamn river.
You know what? I'll do you one better. I would eat a river of asses before I would spend 1 second with John Voight.
Same. We're in agreement. I think we can end this here.
Professor Kale calmly explains that they are looking for the Shirshama Indians, the people of the mist, and if Cerrone could help find them, that would be super helpful. This movie does have a fantastic soundtrack. So that is a pro, and I mean it.
We just came from Dune, which Toto did, so...
We have a sweet moment between Professor Kale and Terry where they have a little kissy-kissy, but this is quickly going to get interrupted by our first motherfucking Anaconda sighting.
I don't want to see J-Lo and Eric Stoltz making out. I don't. No. I actually don't want to see anybody making out in this movie. Actually, I don't like to see people making out in general. I really don't. I feel like that's an invasion of privacy. I'm not comfortable with it.
No.
Ever. No. Like literally ever. I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it.
No.
Just say, we did stuff.
Yeah. The next day, Chesterfield, or whatever his stupid name is, has the audacity to turn down Ice Cube's boombox.
Not cool.
He's lucky he didn't get caught.
Why does John Voight keep doing that stupid fucking face? He does it throughout the entire... It's like he's... It's not Inigo Montoya. It's like he's trying to do what he thinks is like a Latino Robert De Niro.
Yeah. It's very strange. Yeah. He makes some... you know what? He makes some interesting choices. I will say that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Horrible is what I would say. Ridiculous, absurd, offensive, racist.
I mean, that is what that I know you say that.
Hack. I think I know why Angelina Jolie doesn't talk to him anymore, and it's because of this.
Cerrone takes a few minutes to give everyone a little bit of definitely true information about anacondas. Cerrone and Professor Kale have a dick off, and Terry says, let's get a few shots of this area. And Cerrone is still swinging his dick around and needs to get a little FaceTime on camera.
Oh, this bitch. Of course he does.
That evening, Gary and Denise say, we are going to go out and catch some wild sounds.
Ew.
What a cool job. You can just wander around and listen to sounds, and that's a job. I mean... That's kind of cool, right?
No, they want to go have sex in the jungle. You want to have sex in the jungle? That's where you want to have sex.
I want none of this. I want none of this.
I wouldn't lie down on that ground. I wouldn't set foot on that ground. I'm sorry. I'm not like I'm not prissy. There's
bugs.
There's bugs and snakes. And spiders.
Yeah. And I only hang out with bulimic snakes. Cerrone is just laying in the hammock.
God.
Smiling away, not fucking creepy looking at all.
God.
Foreshadowing.
Ugh.
Sorry, not talking about this movie, just about John Voight in general. Come at me, fucking weirdo.
Please.
Shit.
Please.
Eat garbage.
Look, I have been very confrontational lately since the election.
Yeah.
I fucking welcome it.
Yeah.
I beg you, John Voight, come for us.
Eat shit. You and what's his face? What's that other dickhead? James Woods.
Yeah, they can both get eaten by a goddamn snake.
When Gary and Denise said they were going to catch some wild sounds, what they meant was that they were going to bang one out in the middle of the jungle. But Cerrone shows up as the #1 cockblocker and shoots a wild boar.
Yeah.
What? And they just drag it back to the boat, I guess, right?
Yeah, because John Boy says they can eat for a week. I'm sorry, is there refrigeration on the boat?
Ooh, no.
How are they going to keep that meat fresh for a week?
Ice packs? They've got like one of those dehydrators or
no
beef jerky makers or whatever. What are those called?
That takes days.
Oh.
That takes days and days and days. Did you notice that Stoltz accidentally comes very close to smacking J-Lo in the face with his scuba suit when he's talking about the dickfish?
Okay, well.
Like this close.
They mention that kangaroo, that's the tiny catfish that they're talking about, the vampire fish,
Oh, yeah.
which has been attributed with the peculiar behavior of swimming into the human body through the urethra in men or the vagina in women.
I thought that was a man-only thing.
No.
This movie sucks.
This is not as common an occurrence as the film implies. Only one such incident is known to have happened to a man where a small catfish traveled into the urethra while he was urinating in a river. So it's not like this is a actual thing.
Okay. Whew. I came very close to getting a button push.
Really?
Yep.
About the piss catfish?
I knew it was going to be a dickfish that got me. I mean, that's... Whew, I've got to really be on my dick toes. Wait, what?
Dick toes? Well, Ice Cube does not like this story, and he does not like any of this, and I don't think he would be convinced by my totally real science and...
Same, Ice
Right.
Cube.
Professor Kale goes into the water to see what the boat might be caught up in, and as he notices the anchor is caught, Cerrone is creepily watching Terry. So bizarre. Right. And then we see Kale comes up and he is not breathing. That's kind of freaky. And Cerrone does that movie thing that I have totally practiced on. Just 2 Cabbage Patch Kids. One didn't make it. It twitched a lot.
Even in your, childhood playtime, the Cabbage Patch doll didn't make it because it didn't survive the trick surgery.
Yeah, you have to be realistic.
Do you, though?
Yeah, because you have to be able to be like, oh, fuck, one didn't make it. I got to be able to let that go. And then you have to be able to regroup and move on to the next one.
I have a follow-up question.
What?
Are you okay?
No, not really. You do make a small incision in someone's throat and put a breathing tube to unobstruct their breathing airway. It's really not that hard. Cerrone is wanting the crew to blow up an area that will allow them to pass through the Amazon quicker, even though Terry is like, hey, this will disrupt the local ecosystem. Go ahead, blow it up. But then what the
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Right. What? Why not?
That's the least of their goddamn problems.
A bunch of snakes fall on the boat.
Wrong.
That's not what happens?
No, that's what happens. It's
Oh.
just wrong.
Oh, that is wrong. Yes. But they're just little bitty baby snakes. Nothing to worry about.
They're huge.
And one of them was a real anaconda in real life.
I fucking hate this movie.
Ice Cube is in the water and he should fucking know better. Oh, thank God he made it out of there. But oh, fuck, he is around weirdo number 1.
Wait, so they blow up a wall? Not only do they blow up a wall, but then they dump several drums of fuel into the river?
Yeah.
I think the baby anacondas are probably the least of their issues right now.
I think there's a list of issues. Cerrone finds a big ass crate with what looks like maybe a bomb or something. I don't know. Ice Cube is back in the water. Someone whose name I never bothered to learn, like Machismo or something.
Mateo.
He's also in the water.
Mateo, is it a good idea for Ice Cube to be bringing that, I assume, expensive camera into the water?
He wants to. Thank God he did, because that's how he made 10 minutes of Anaconda ice later on.
But that camera can't go in the water.
Well, I don't know.
I do, kinda.
Don't get attached to Mateo because he gets suffocated by the anaconda.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, good. In reality, anacondas have rounded pupils. In the film, the anaconda has slanted pupils to give it a frightening and villainous appearance. Kind of similar to how the shark in Steven Spielberg's Jaws has eyes that stay black throughout the movie. It's the same thing.
Whoa. These are not equivalent.
Cube goes looking for Mateo, which I think is a terrible idea. He finds his flashlight and says he didn't see the fella. And then Cerrone rolls out a huge-ass anaconda skin. And they're like, what the fuck is that?
He had that in his pocket or something? Or?
I guess. Everyone freaks the fuck out, and Cerrone is clearly enjoying everyone's discomfort, and I don't know why they didn't chuck him overboard. Why didn't they chuck him overboard? They don't need him.
I chucked him overboard 5 seconds into this movie. Like, mentally, I already chucked him into the water. Credits.
Next morning, we see Cerrone putting a trank in something, and I think that was as much John Boyd's choice as J-Lo having her tank top barely being on was hers. Just to keep things awful, Cerrone kills an innocent, cute little monkey, which we are all totally cool with. Okay. In trivia that no one is surprised by, after filming Wrapped, John Boyd insisted on keeping the fake prop monkey that his character shot. To this day, he still has it, but won't reveal where he keeps it.
What a fucking asshole.
He's so disgusting.
God, I hate him.
He's so... Ugh. Gary says he wants to continue with Cerrone catching a big-ass snake since Kale is all jacked up, and everyone else is like, I don't think so, but then Cerrone shoots at Cube. What the fuck?
Gary?
And once you do that, it kind of shuts everyone down. But what Gary doesn't realize is the Punani train is shut down for him.
Toot toot.
Mm-hmm. Toot toot. Cerrone throws out the monkey bait for the Anaconda, and holy shit, we see a big-ass snake, and everyone on the boat is freaking the fuck out again.
Well, okay. Why is the snake making that noise?
Well,
Also,
I guess...
if there was a giant fucking snake that kept up and chased me up on a boat, I sure as shit wouldn't sit at the edge of said boat waiting for it to come back.
Right. No, I agree with you.
Oh, thanks.
The green Anaconda screams were made by actor Frank Welker, who is internationally known for lending his voice to Scooby-Doo.
Stop it.
No, that's...
I know who that is.
Yeah.
Stop it.
That's who did... Yeah.
I'm angry. I'm angry. Who do I write? Do I write somebody and tell them this is bad? Or I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this anger.
I know, I'm sorry.
Drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
The CGI for the Anacondas cost $100,000 per second. During the filming of one scene, the controls for the animatronic Anaconda shorted out, causing it to completely lose control, and some of the footage is included in the movie. Of course. The Amazonian film shoot was occasionally disrupted by the fact that several cast members were deathly afraid of snakes. As in this case, the scene the anacondas in the film are seen hunting in broad daylight and being able to move from the water to dry land with no problem. Mm-hmm. In real life, green anacondas are nocturnal animals and spend most of their lives in water.
That's where we're going to draw the line?
So that's interesting. So they're just trying to flip reality.
Also, they make a lot of noise and they leap. They're airborne.
Yeah, they're just trying to be like
very fast.
They're like there's a reality of what they can do, and there's what we're going to do in this movie. Isn't that fun?
Just horseshit. If you're scared of snakes, is it a good idea to be in a movie about snakes?
Well, if you're desperate. Cerrone's like, hey, Chesterfield, get up here and narrate this shit. And then the snake is pissed and tosses the dead monkey onto the boat and starts chasing J-Lo.
Yeah. Gary
realizes that what is the point in living if he can't get any of that good? And when he sees Denise get tossed in the river, he goes in after her. And that is when the snake takes a snap and suffocates the shit out of him.
That's not okay.
Oh, wow.
Hasn't Owen Wilson been through enough?
I mean...
Gary?
I mean, he did kind of had it coming. He had it coming in this. And also, he sided with Cerrone. He was like, let's go make a documentary about a snake instead of going back.
It's the equivalent of like smoking in a movie. You know, when Samuel L. Jackson was smoking in Jurassic Park, it's like, oh, well, obviously he's going to die.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it was...
If you show even the slightest amount of like something that's not maybe possibly moral, it's like, right. Oh, well, then they obviously deserve to die horribly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of had it coming.
He had it coming.
Cerrone has decided to let everyone know just how big of a dick he is and tells Chesterfield to take his shit up to the main boat suite. We do see the Anaconda swimming underwater with what looks like a Gary-sized body in its stomach.
I mean, you can see like the outline of his face.
He was smiling.
He's smiling at me. No, he was like, ah, bad.
It's like, oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. Ugh, God.
Now we get to Anaconda's favorite part of the movie, the Terry Cerrone seduction scene.
I couldn't watch it. I'm not kidding. I just watched Gerald's Game, and watching J-Lo seduce John Voight is somehow way more disgusting than Carla Gugino to sleeve her own fucking hand. You couldn't have watched that, right?
I watched it with you.
I know, but I looked away.
No, I watched it. I'm the pro.
Oh, it's like faces of death. Like
I'm
I just couldn't.
seriously, I would rather watch somebody's skull cap be opened up, but
It was literally impossible for me to watch. I'm not kidding. That was the worst part of the movie.
she's like, I don't know if you know this, but this film was supposed to be my pick break. And maybe I could film you instead capturing the big snake.
Ugh.
Then she kind of tried to seduce him, which was really gross. And then thank God they capture him. The good guys, I guess, are going back to civilization, but I'm guessing bad news is ahead. Oh, fuck, they're stuck. Denise goes over to maybe kill Cerrone, but he chokes her out with his thighs in a totally believable fashion.
So we're to believe that John Voight's character can do a vertical 4 feet jump sitting and then manage to choke out a grown woman with his thighs.
Do you think he's part snake?
No, I think this movie is a clown show.
I think I might be onto something. I think that's why he hunts snakes, because maybe they're his ancestors?
A 4 foot jump sitting.
Well, these snakes can fly.
Why are the people like getting in the water? Like, if you know that like the smart thing to do is not to, if there's like a massive snake monster in the water, don't get in that water.
Never would I get in the water. The rest of the crew see Anaconda coming towards the boat, but then it goes after Westridge instead and snatches him up. Ice Cube almost gets killed, and I have to give it to J-Lo. She does shoot the shit out of the snake, which pisses Cerrone off, but then Kale tranks him, and the team goes off exploring.
Stop. Okay, so this Anaconda, does it have like an insatiable hunger? Because it has like an Owen Wilson sized lump in its abdomen, and it immediately wants to eat the British guy, and then immediately wants to eat Ice Cube.
Yeah, insatiable is a great word.
Oh, thank you. But also, like, that doesn't seem, I hate to draw the line here, but it doesn't seem realistic.
What?
Like, why would it want to keep eating and eating and eating and eating?
I mean, because it's got to store stuff up for the winter time. It's winter in the Amazon.
No, it isn't.
Oh, no. I think it's eating for 3. I think it's like eating, it's going to go eat a person and then go throw it up for another snake. It's shares.
And the snake keeps finding them? Does it have something specifically against humans, or it just...
I think this one really hates assholes. This one's very particular about... This one is a very principled anaconda.
So you feel like all of the crew are assholes?
No, but it really is focused on certain people.
It's racist.
No.
This is a racist snake.
No, it's focused on Cerrone,
Who is
an asshole.
supposed to be Latino.
No, it's personality. It's not appearance. I'm in hell.
I hate this movie. Okay, go ahead.
Kale tranks him, Cerrone, and the team goes off exploring. Turns out Cerrone wasn't asleep for long, and he finds J-Lo and Ice Cube and ties them up and pours some blood on them to lure the snake. Don't worry, that was just plum juice.
Was it really plum juice? Uh-huh. Okay, but John Voight's character, Cerrone, was tranked.
Yeah, but...
with like a super strong snake trank.
But he had snake anti-serum in his body.
Snake instincts?
Yeah.
So, but then he's thrown in the water while he's tranked.
Right.
And somehow manages not only to not drown as he's tranquilized and thrown in the water to sink, and he's not eaten by that giant fucking snake that apparently has it, like really has it out for the humans. But then he swims and finds the boat and knocks them out and ties them up.
Yeah, I mean, he is... I hate to say something good about somebody that I really don't like, but he is actually like really good at his job. He's like really good at finding people and like killing and stuff.
But he's tranked and thrown in the water. How do you not drown from that?
He had anti-trank. He knew that they were going to do that, and so he took like the anti-serum.
But then they throw him in the water. They beat the shit out of him,
right?
And then he just sinks.
Well, no, he doesn't really sink. He just went underwater until they went away, and then he was like gurgle, gurgle, gurgle under the water, and then he just came back up.
So why didn't the snake eat him?
It went after them. It went after J-Lo.
Because for booty?
Yeah. Where am I at?
Is that snake capable of aerial flight?
Yeah. I mean, but don't get me wrong. This is not a young snake. This has been practicing for a long time.
Is that why it takes this like sweet ass time with J-Lo and Ice Cube? Doesn't like immediately like squeeze them to death?
No, I mean, no. What I'm saying is like it's been practicing its aerial attacks for decades.
It also like looks at him and then looks over and it's like, oh, it doesn't quite know who to go for.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not so much indecisive. It just wants to make the right decision, which I think is...
It's a greedy snake. It's like, I want that, and I want that, and I want that. And it's like, I want lots of things too.
I mean, but also, like, in all fairness to the snake, like, have you ever been to a buffet?
Many times, yes.
Yeah, and are you ever at a buffet and you're like, holy shit, what do I choose first?
No, I start with mashed potatoes, obviously.
I know, but we're seasoned buffet people.
Yeah.
Anacondas don't get buffets very often. This is like their first time at a buffet and they don't know what the fuck to do with it.
Yeah, but this snake is like, okay.
No, this is his first...
He's filling up on rolls.
I know, right, but this is his first time at a human buffet and he doesn't know what to do with himself. So he's like, ugh. It was like the first time we were at a buffet, did we go for mashed potatoes first or did we go for the ice cream?
I don't remember. That was...
No, we went for the ice cream.
We didn't go for ice cream first.
Of course we did.
Rolls.
We went for rolls and ice cream. We didn't know.
Oh, rolls and ice cream sounds so good.
But now we know that there's a system.
The snake just hasn't figured out the buffet system yet.
He hasn't because this is all new to him.
Oh, it's absolutely amateur hour. It went for Owen, and then it was just filling up.
Right.
It's gonna hurt.
He went for
that snake is gonna be hurting.
He went for Gary first. Gary? I mean, he went for the garbage human first. That skinny bitch. That is not somebody that's used to human buffet.
This is like what did the Romans do? The vomitoriums.
Right.
That's exactly what this is, like a vomitorium.
We should be feeling bad for this Anaconda.
I don't feel bad for shit.
Justice for Annie.
I feel bad for us for having to watch it.
Okay. Cerrone does catch them, and he does put J-Lo and Ice Cube in a net, and then also the snake in a net. However, the snake escapes.
Of course. Why not? I mean, of course.
It immediately goes after Cerrone, which tells you that this Anaconda is learning this buffet shit pretty fast because he's like, okay, I'm going after that fat fuck.
Get my name out of this movie.
He's not fat. Because that is a snake with some instincts for dickheads, and it starts choking the shit out of him, and then he eats him.
Yeah, and then what happens?
Well, then it does start chasing J-Lo and Ice Cube.
It's a bit. If you've just eaten like 5 people, you would be full.
I know,
and
he hasn't learned his lesson yet.
It's not that. I'm saying that snake would be tired. It's going to be weighed down by all of them people that it's eating. It's how could it possibly have the energy to
answer.
Jumping 8,000 feet in the air?
I have an answer.
Okay.
Do you have any idea how much cocaine is running through Sarone's body?
Oh, probably a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So cocaine is coursing through.
But it ate like 3 or 4 people before it even got to Sarone. It wouldn't be. It would be like in a food coma.
There's at least 2 people in here that are full of coke. That snake is full of coke. At one point, the snake does regurgitate Sarone because apparently even there are some political views that are bridged too far for anacondas.
And then what happens?
Cube is going to blow up some shit, including this warehouse. And J-Lo's like, let's get the fuck out of here, which they do. And then another one tries to get her.
No.
Oh, that's not what happens?
So when the snake regurgitates
Yeah.
Sarone, then what happens?
I think he's just like, ugh, I'm dead.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So the Sarone is swallowed and inside the snake for some time.
Yeah.
And then it gets regurgitated.
Yeah.
And then nothing?
What do you mean?
Okay, so it eats Sarone.
Yeah.
And then after some time, probably a couple hours.
No, it's only been in there for like 15 minutes.
Okay, so 15 minutes. How long can you hold your breath?
Well, he's not alive. Sarone's not alive.
He winks at them. He winks at J-Lo.
That's like when a chicken gets the head cut off. It's like it's all flopping around still.
No, he smiles and winks.
That's his ghost.
And then also,
That's
like,
a ghost.
whistles. It is not a ghost. It is slimy and disgusting. And it's like, you know what he looks like? Is like in Poltergeist whenever they come out of the gooey, like,
The ceiling?
yeah.
So you're comparing this movie to Poltergeist?
Covered in goo, except that then he winks.
I hope a friend of the podcast, Steven Spielberg, doesn't hear you compare this movie to Poltergeist.
Me too. Me too. I don't mean it. I don't mean to bring. I'm sorry. That was a bridge too far. I apologize. It's just the fastest snake in existence.
It is very fast.
This is really, really stupid.
They do get out of there. Another one does try to get her, but thankfully Ice Cube played that pop-up game at Chuck E. Cheese and he knocked the fuck out of it.
The whack-a-mole?
Yeah. The movie ends with some snake eggs hatching.
No, that's not true. First they try to blow. First of all, she goes up, way, way up. It somehow goes all the way up this thing, and it's set on fire with like fuel. Like, so it's covered in fuel. It's set on fire, which it doesn't actually burn, but it is on fire in the water.
Yeah.
On fire in the water.
Yeah.
It's like the Jason Voorhees of snakes.
Yeah.
It just doesn't die.
Correct.
It's flame resistant.
Right. Retardant, some would say.
Is it made of steel or like
Yeah, steel.
a steel snake?
It's a steel snake.
Luckily, Eric Stoltz is apparently still alive.
Yes, he is. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
The power of ginger, the power of red.
And then we see the tri people.
The shimmershes.
The shmooshers, and they still managed to get the camera to profit off of their existence.
No, to educate the world about their existence.
I can't even imagine what their movie is going to look like.
Oh, God. I kind of want to watch it.
They didn't even get like video of the snake. He didn't actually get the snake on camera.
I
at all.
bet he got some.
Not
don't
a
you?
bit.
You kind of want to watch Ice Cube's 10 minutes of Anaconda, right?
I feel like this was good. I feel like this was enough. Oh, speaking of which, is that the end?
I do feel like I need to tell you
Oh no.
that when the movie ends with some snake eggs hatching, anacondas don't actually lay eggs.
What?
They give birth to live young. And the movie's over.
It's done. Yes. It's over now.
Oh, jeez.
It was so awful. I don't understand why people like this movie, even ironically.
This really, really, truly felt like, wow, what a sacrifice we've made
Right.
for the podcast.
What a sacrifice I made.
Dude, I had to watch it. I hate
I
this.
know, I know.
hate it. Hate it. You hate it. We hate it.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
It makes me mad. Like watching it, I'm like,
It made me mad that it made so much goddamn money.
I'm furious. I am flames
I'm like,
on the side of my face.
this made this much money and someone couldn't throw a little, like $5 extra million at Dune so it could at least make a profit?
Thank you. Get out of my mind.
So at least David Lynch could have had some peace before he died?
There were better movies in the 90s than this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just hate it. But I'm glad that we did it.
I'm glad that we did it. We made it through another April Fool's Day.
We're so brave.
We are so brave.
I don't think we should say what we're doing next. I think it should just be a surprise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck it. Let's just say it.
Let's say it.
Yeah. You know what? Viva la Canada.
Yeah, Canada. Canada, we love you.
We support you.
We support you. We're embarrassed by what's happening.
And we want to celebrate
We want to celebrate you.
our neighbors to the north.
Yeah. We support you not being one of our states.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we recognize that you are an actual country. and not-
Right. As is your prerogative. So we're going to do,
Strange brew.
we're doing Strange Brew.
Goo, 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 goo.
I'm the con.
Yeah.
I'm the con. Yes.
Oh, we love this one. This is another one we've had on VHS and we watched
God.
a bunch.
The dog flying.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Max von Sydow.
I think it's Elsinore beer.
Yes.
I think it's, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm very excited.
It's going to be so good.
yeah,
So
we just talked about Max von Sydow.
I
and
know.
Dune.
We're letting you know in case you haven't seen Strange Brew. This gives you a chance to watch it before we get that one out.
It'll be a nice palate cleanser
so-
after Anaconda.
Yeah. It's so funny. And you can watch Strange Brew on Amazon. You can check it out on Fandango, Tubi. Google Play has it. Plex has it. YouTube has it. Apple TV has it. The Roku channel has it. So you can get Strange Brew on lots of stuff. But 1983 Strange Brew. That's
Yeah.
what we're doing next.
It's like Canadian Hamlet, basically.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny. And Rick Moranis, Dave Thomas.
Oh, don't we need a little bit of Rick Moranis in our life?
Yes.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like it is exactly what we need.
Yeah.
I
It's an
can't
easy
wait.
movie. It's probably like 90 minutes, like all great movies in the 80s were.
I will say, by request, we will be bringing back.
Mm-hmm.
Should I just wait to do
No,
that? Oh, we're going to be bringing back our happy endings.
We're just switching it up a little bit. We put a little bit of pressure on ourselves to make the happy endings tie into the movies that we're doing. And we decided we're not going to do that. But because it is a true thing that we all need to find things to be happy about and to find joy in, we're just going to have a happy ending about anything that we find joyful that day that we're recording. And we love that someone asked us to bring it back. It's our Mary that asked us. So I guess we shouldn't take ownership of her, but she's ours. So
Oh, it's ours.
Sorry, Mary.
She's our Mary. I can't wait.
Yeah.
This was fun. This was fun. Even as a shit splat movie as that was, this was an absolute blast.
Too silly.
April Fools.
April Fool.
Once again, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for sticking with us. We love you. We love doing this. And I am going to go probably...
Water.
Oh,
water.
I was going to say finish my margarita, but
No,
yeah, water's
water.
probably better.
Water.
Yeah. All right, well, until next time, goodbye, Katrina Porter.
Bye, Listerine.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.